As part of my course, one of the books we have is on secondary machinery in the shop. This includes the bench grinder, the drill press, and the bandsaw. If you watched the video where I was installing the DRO, it took a long time to get through even that aluminum, and I figured might be a good idea to actually get one of these things myself, being that I do plan on doing a lot of cutting in my shop. The machine I actually picked out, I chose it because it was a little bit higher than other comparable machines on the market, um, which makes things a lot easier for my knees. However, it also makes the thing a little top heavy, and the first time I moved it, I almost dumped it over on its side. Quite a bit of the video was actually shot with getting that strobe light effect in there, and I figure what it is actually just the camera pointing too close to the LEDs or the fluorescents. So there's a few tasks that have to get performed. One of them is open the blade without getting cut to pieces. The next one is actually folding up a blade and putting it putting it away without getting cut to pieces. We also needed to learn how to take a blade off of the bandsaw and also install a blade onto the bandsaw and align it so it's running true. This machine was very nice to work with. Everything just seemed to line up perfectly when I installed that blade, including the guides. When I purchased this machine, the blade it came with, everyone I was talking to said, get rid of that blade, buy one a little better. So I did purchase a couple of new blades. And one of the downfalls to this machine is actually the stand it's on. If you look at the very beginning of the video, you'll see there's a little notched hole on the bottom of the stand where you can throw a blade or two inside of there or whatever you want. I think it would have been a much better idea for the manufacturers is to actually put some kind of drawer system in that empty space so you could sort some blades out through the size of it, plus any plates of that and tools that you're going to use for the saw. The plate you're seeing right there, I'm planning on pulling that off and making a much bigger one so I can actually stand this up as it is and use it as a saw as well. Though I do have to say, it was very, very nice not having to sit there and use a hacksaw for 20, 30 minutes to cut one thing I do still have to do here is adjust the cut. Well, I was not expecting there to be any sound left on this game, but apparently I missed one of the segments. What the video actually is, I don't plan on going back and recording over top of this. Yeah, apparently it was just one of the segments there that the original audio was still in. As this is coming through to the end, you'll see what I'm referring to as the blade continuing to go. Even though it's only probably 10 seconds at the most after it's done cutting, then it stops. I would like to adjust that a little bit so it's only cutting a few seconds, or it's only turning a few seconds after the blade stops or after the piece is cut. But so far, everything's working. Um, like I said, we had to learn how to open a blade, how to fold a blade, how to take off a blade, how to install a blade. The other part we had to do was actually connect two sides of a blade together. I do not have a jig for that. I have no intention of buying a jig. Perhaps if I get 5 or 10 blades that need repair, I'll buy one. But until that time, these blades are not overly expensive, maybe $30, $35 each. And I don't just see it being all that practical, joining blades if I only got one that snapped. And that's the point where it cut.